Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight. Well, I mean, this could be Eric Knight, but doggone it, I messed it up. We'll try again when I come back. But check this out. Ready? One, two, three, go. Welcome to the 863 Morning Show with your hosts, San Martin Rodriguez and Eric Knight. Okay, so Eric Knight is here today. He went on a trip, came back a little bit older than usual.
But this is blonde, not
Bam. Nope, boo, fail.
Just kidding. Eric's still young. He's still young over there in his livelihood. But we do have a special guest today. But before we start, Eric, tell everybody what day it is.
All right, today is homemade bread day. Can you do it?
Homemade bread?
Homemade bread day.
Eric, we can't talk about bread, man. Why did you even pick something that you can't even eat?
Because there was like 3 things on the list today, and homemade bread sounds great.
Hey, so Terry, do you eat bread?
I love bread.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite kind?
You name it, I like it.
All right. Hey, so I actually have a little bit of history about bread, Eric. So I was sitting there eating breakfast, and I was thinking, why do they call it sourdough? Do you know why they call it sourdough?
I don't know. I found out recently how they make it, and I'm just like, no.
Do you know why they call it sourdough?
Because it tastes sour.
Yes. Okay, so there's a crazy history lesson about this, and what it entails is this: somebody messed up. That's what it came down to.
That's how most things happen.
It was the French. The French actually created the sourdough, and it was by accident. And what the story says is that they actually made it, and they were like, "Ugh, this doesn't taste like our bread. This tastes sour." And then next thing you know it, they decided to say, "Hey, we really actually like that taste. Let's bring it back." And then, hence, the way that sourdough is made now is on purpose. It was an accident.
It's like having a creature in your fridge.
It definitely is one of those moments where you feel like there is a creature in the. I mean, no matter what, anything that has to form it is a kind of a weird thing. But I don't know if you guys also heard the actual story about the witches in the witches in, or the Salem witches, the
Salem witches.
Witch hunt or whatever it was.
Yep.
Well, it was because they did a little bit too fermenting, and it caused the people to go a little crazy. In their head, they're like, "Man, this girl's crazy. There's something going on with them." And next thing you know it, that's kind of what ended up happening. Too much extra stuff in there. So, anyways, good morning, Jarrett, Mark, Jarrett, Maria. Good morning, Steve, Lindsay. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for the love.
Right. All right. So introduce this guy already.
All right. Without
we know
further
this
ado,
guy, but let's hear him.
The most mysterious man in all of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody who you are. What makes you famous, sir?
Well, my name is Terry Kettenhoffen, and I'm an art broker. And the way you become an art broker is you collect art, and one day you wake up with around 300 pieces of art and no money, and you're broke. And broke is a major part of the word broker.
Yes, exactly. And the cool part about it is that we actually have a good story behind it. And if you guys can't read this because you need glasses like Terry and myself, a fine art broker, an artist, a representative has been described as a modern Renaissance man, a person of many talents and many areas of knowledge. He has been an art collector and gallery owner for over 25 years. He has worked in the fine art world in Hawaii, California, Texas, and now working in Colorado. But also, he's here in Prescott, Arizona now. His art portfolio features the artistry of more than 100 world-class artists. So his inventory is very extensive. And today he's here to actually talk about what is actually happening in his world. Without further ado, tell him your event status, man. What's going on?
Well, this Friday, the 19th, at the Findlay Toyota Center, we're going to have an art walk. And every one of you that's listening to this broadcast is welcome and invited, and we'd love to have you there.
Yes. And so if you look at the bottom, it's going to be talking about where the location is, what day and what time it's going to be. And you know, I actually did a little bit of searching out on your website about some of the artwork that you have. And I mean, tell everybody kind of what your idea of art is and what art that you love to collect. And I'll go ahead and show some of these art pieces that he has.
Well, I got interested in art through the blown glass medium. And one day I just decided that glass was too fragile, too expensive to deal with in terms of shipping it. So I just went into collecting canvases, and today I own right at 1,300 pieces, and 200 of them are going to be on display Friday at the Finley Center.
Yeah, and
So real quick, Terry, how does that work? You said art walk. So do people walk through this? Can they buy this stuff? What does it all mean?
It is available for sale at the Finley Center. Upstairs, there is what they call the suite level, and it overlooks the entire arena, and all of the art is on the outside. So you'll be able to walk along and totally see 202 pieces. I have several local artists also represented there, and they'll be there to talk about the art that they have hung.
Okay.
So we also have art over here at the PEO office, Prescott Executive Office.
do.
They're all for sale.
All
So
for
if you
sale.
guys-
A lot of it's
yeah.
Terry's art too. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Terry's art, and sometimes he has originals. Can you tell everybody about this piece right here with Elvis Presley? Who's behind this and who did this?
You know, I honestly don't remember who did it, but I've got it. It isn't one of the pieces at the gallery though, or at the event center.
This art piece was here at the PEO office. I don't know if it's still here or not, but I like that one. It speaks to me. It speaks to me in a very funny and sad way.
Do you have one of a squirrel for him? That'd be great.
That's George Creonis is the artist that did that piece. He passed away about 20 years ago.
Eric, why you got to talk about my squirrel?
If he's got a squirrel one, I will buy it for your office.
No, we don't want anything that's going to impress me even more about Squirrely, man. So, Terry, tell everybody why you started collecting art. I mean, I know that you said it because of the glass pieces and stuff to that effect, but I mean, to take this and then go broke and then become like the world's most mysterious art collector, that's pretty insane.
Well, I love color. I love whimsy. So colorful and whimsical pieces are what always catch my eye. But my niche in the art world is I buy everything at auction. So that let's say $1,000 piece of art in the gallery, I may be able to pick it up for $150 and turn around and sell it to you for $450. And win-win is what I like to try to accomplish in any of my business transactions.
See, and that's amazing. So you're not totally broke. You just got all your investment into a bunch of pretty art.
In art.
And, yeah, art is a very, very big deal. So once again, what is the most like inexpensive to the most expensive piece of art that you have currently?
Well, at the show this Friday, I'll have pieces there from $25 on up to maybe $10,000 would be the top.
Wow.
Wow. That's
so, hey, Terry, where else do you have art? I know you got art at the PEO office, and
I've got
places, but where
I've
can
got
they find
7
it?
locations in Prescott and Prescott Valley here in northern Arizona. The Prescott executive offices, I've been fortunate enough to have maybe 40 or 50 pieces hanging on the walls here. I've got art hanging at the Raven Restaurant, the Founding Fathers. I turned my home into a gallery. It's called the Hidden Gallery. So I don't, but there's a listing of them that is available. And all you have to do is call me and I'll make sure that you're invited to any and all of my sites.
I'm going to go ahead and show a couple more pieces of art because it just seems so like artsy to go ahead and be kind of like involved into this. I mean, this piece right here speaks so much, you know, it's like the American dream right there. Music, freedom, and love. I don't know. That's what I see in that picture.
It's a gal named Kat out of Texas that did that particular piece, and it was hanging right here around the corner.
So
That's why he liked it so much. He saw it every day. Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's so many pieces here that you guys can go ahead and choose from. Some of this still could be in your collection. Some of them still can be paid for at one of these art shows. And if you guys want to see some of his art, please get in touch with him and tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
Now, the easiest way is probably via my phone. My cell phone number is 808 area code, which is Hawaii. I was blessed to live there for 25 years. 429-0288.
0288. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the chat boxes, everybody, so you guys can give him a call. If you want some art pieces, he has big pieces and he has little pieces. So you can go ahead and fit in any home, any size, any style whatsoever. Man, that is so amazing. And you're going to end up hanging out with us for the rest of the news today because we have so much information going on with Prescott.
Well, and real quick, we got some comments here. So we've got G Moss, good morning. We've got
good morning, Dawn, good morning.
TC Carpet Care, good morning. Hopefully, I don't know if you saw Tracy's or Thomas's post in one of the Prescott groups last night, but hopefully Tracy's doing well. So best wishes to her and her car accident situation.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah,
that's news to me.
Yeah, we'll let him tell it. But
oh man, sorry to hear. Well, she messaged me yesterday, so I was assuming that it had to do with some of that, but who knows?
Yeah, but and then Gene's going to the comedy show.
Yeah, I heard about that yesterday because of good old Eric. Yeah, the comedy show is almost sold out. We had to revamp the kind of like how many seats are available because it was kind of weird. The actual seats that were shown were somewhere around 86 to 90. And then what's happening is that they're doing a little bit of adjusting over there at the point, and they're going to be adding 20 more chairs.
Oh wow!
And it's all going to be able to be sit down scenarios. So it's going to be a pretty big scene over there at the point, the only speakeasy comedy night in Prescott, Arizona.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. You're going to need to know the knock. You're going to have a code and also an ID card to make sure that you're able to go ahead and be there. It's only 21 and up. So hopefully we didn't get no youngins in there. We did put in there 21 and up. So hopefully that actually works out for everybody that's going to be showing up.
And they're going to have the full bar open, right?
Oh yeah, they're gonna have those specialty drinks. We're actually opening up the door a little bit earlier for a cocktail hour, where we could go ahead and just sit there, relax, have some of their cocktails, and they take a little bit long. So don't get upset if your drink doesn't come right away. If you don't want a specialty
fancy drinks. And a couple of people were asking me, is the bar going to be open after the comedy show?
Yes, it's gonna open up to the public after we are done completely. It's gonna be closed all day long up until we open it back up after we're done out of the actual comedy show. Do you like comedy?
I love comedy.
Yeah. Well, who's your favorite comedian thus far?
There's so many good ones out there. It's hard to choose just one.
Yeah, and you know what? One of the things about me is I love comedy. Deep down inside, I just laugh at almost everything except.
Yeah, Martine, when are you going to book Fluffy?
Man, I tell you what, if I keep on going with these sold out shows, it's going to be very, very soon. And we need that big, the Elks Theater. We need to open up those doors, and hopefully next year we will get that opportunity. I told him, I said, you're going to need to give me at least 5 months notice because I want to be in there. And then the only way that we could go ahead and have such a huge, character as far as on stage, we need some extra time for that because we obviously got to get with their people. They got to get with our people, and we got to make sure that we have all the P's. The T's crossed and the I's dot. Is that how it works?
Yes, I think that's kind of how it works.
So Jean says her favorite one is Hemingway Daiquiri. What is in the Hemingway Daiquiri?
I don't know. It sounds good. Sounds like they're specialty drinks for sure.
Yeah, and Hemingway wasn't he an author?
Yes, that's what it was named after. Yeah. Absolutely. Good.
Yeah, he was an author of some sort. So check this out. Yesterday had an opportunity to have a sneak peek of the actual Festival of Trees, and we got an interview with the director of Prescott Area Shelter Services. And she was actually able to talk with us a little bit about what was happening with the whole PASS as their acronym. And I was so happy to be. I am happy to be a part of it because it hasn't even started yet. Today is going to be the opening day, and in order for you guys to get into the actual event tonight, you have to pay. And I didn't even know, so forgive me, but it was $45 if you bought pre-sale. It's going to be $50 at the door. But all proceeds are going to Prescott Area Shelter Services. And Prescott Area Shelter Services is an awesome scenario. They said that they've helped over 65,000 families get back into the work of things, as far as being able to go ahead and have a home, a car, and a place to go ahead and rest their kids' heads. So it's a very big deal to go ahead and be a part of this. And I hope that you guys.
So today's the Jingle Mingler, right?
Today is a Jingle Mingle, and that happens starting at 6 p.m. and it goes to 9 p.m.
And it is a business mixer and buying of the bidding of the trees, right?
Yep. The people that go tonight will be able to have the first bids on the trees. They actually are going to be voting on the trees tonight. So we will have the winner of the best tree that was actually presented. And then we will talk about the winners and also the judges that are judging. I heard there's a few delegates in there doing their thing. So I was like, how come I didn't get a part of this? And they're like, Martini.
Because you're publicizing it. And so that's my next question.
Are you going to go live?
Are you going to go live with this or no?
You know what? We will end up live after they vote. So we'll pick the winners, and then we'll be able to, if not us, we will go ahead and share the Festival of Trees Facebook page or air it on our page. So we could go ahead and have a dual. Let's tell everybody what tree won. And the cool part about it is that they actually covered up everybody's name that actually bought the trees. So they're going to go ahead and pick the winners of the trees. And then if you guys don't know, there's such trees as 7 foot tall, 8 foot tall, 11 foot tall, and 12 foot tall.
Wow.
I'm learning how to speak today, guys. I'm an outspoken man.
Wait a minute. It's Wine Chronicles today. Do you already go there?
No, not yet. I probably should have. I actually showed up pretty early this morning and drank a whole thing of coffee. So I'm like, ready to rock this day, man. So, Eric, what is your favorite part of the holiday season in Prescott, Arizona?
Man, it's funny because the courthouse light, it's all great. Like every part of it, is great. Speaking of, make sure you get your gingerbread house in because that's due here pretty quick. But there's just so much going on. But for friends and family, Akronite is really cool because you get to meet so many cool people. So many people are downtown supporting local businesses. And I have to say, it was only, a number of years ago, I didn't know what Akronite was. And then being part of it the last couple of years, and I know we didn't do it last year, but man, the energy downtown, it is awesome.
It is. It's a whole different ball game in Prescott, Arizona. And if you guys didn't know, we are the Christmas city of Arizona. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
Oh my gosh! Yep. Yeah, we've been
Arizona's Christmas city.
Ranked. Yep. Yeah, we've been ranked. We've been talked about. We've been.
I think one of the governors actually delegated Prescott as Arizona's Christmas city some time ago.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what ended up happening. And
I think it was Rose Mofford or something. So it was a long time ago.
Who's Rose Mofford?
It was a governor from the 90s. Yes.
Oh, wow. Talk about some back in the day. I'm glad that you remember that type of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so we actually have a special thing going on as soon as this show is over. Well, we got it set for 10 a.m. We might start a little bit earlier, but we have Prescott AZ History coming into the studios, and we are once a month. We are actually dedicating an actual vlog towards the history of Prescott. The history of Prescott is very, very interesting, and we get to go ahead and sit down with Drew Desmond, which is the historian of all historians, wrote a few books about Prescott, and he actually hangs out with a lot of historians in the Prescott area, and we so happen to have one of the Ruffners coming in, or we're showing a video. I'm kind of confused about if she will be here or she will be actually shown on a different video that we ended up obtaining from Drew. So we will be talking about the Prescott history in general. This is going to be a pretty interesting interview of sorts, segment, I guess. And you guys do not want to miss it. Like I said, it's going to start around 10 a.m. So that's going to be
Nice.
happening
That is
this
exciting.
week.
And then right after at 11, then is Wine Chronicles, or is it 12?
Wine Chronicles is going to be started at 12, and I know that we got somebody by the name of Vibes Juice Bar going to be
Hey,
attending us, and so we might end up getting our wine slash juice bar fix. I don't know if you can mix that stuff, but I think that we possibly could try to make something happen out of it.
I think so. Wine, juice, it's the same thing.
Okay, so did you guys? Okay, so do you remember who Drew Rin was? I don't know if you remember. She was like American Idol's. She ended up winning American Idol.
Did she? Okay, I saw the post, but I couldn't figure out who she was. I didn't recognize any of her songs.
Yeah, and you know it's kind of. I don't. Well, technically, I don't think she did win, but she did come from Chino Valley, and she every once in a while
Okay.
frequents Prescott and comes in and makes her presence known. But we ended up catching her at the tavern, which is the Founding Fathers speakeasy room, and so she was there with her friend, just hanging out, relaxing. And it's cool to go ahead and have some celebrities come to Prescott, and
Local
we actually
celebrity,
saw.
yeah.
And if you guys don't know who she is, like go look her up. It's Drew Wren, Drewryn, and she was there hanging out, relaxing. I guess we ended up getting a somebody tagged her friend that was here in Prescott, so that's kind of fun. I think it's a
That's
pretty
really
big
cool.
deal.
Well, I did check out her on her site. It's got her popular songs and things like that. And so, yeah, lots of followers on Instagram and YouTube too. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so that's one of the cool things about it is that sometimes you guys just don't know who comes to Prescott, Arizona, but we try to grab that. I think we want to go ahead and start an entertainment section on the Prescott Times.
Ooh.
So we want to showcase artists, we want to showcase musicians, we want to showcase anybody that has some sort of crazy talent that's going on in general. But this one right here is actually pretty cool as well because it's kind of like a business spotlight of sorts. So Lantana Design Studio is opening up a leg of their business to kind of like the public. And what they do is they have interior designs. And they started the Sugar Pine Boutique, which is kind of like a I technically don't know what kind of mixture it is, but at the same time, you know how most people are actually shopping online and trying to get their stuff in inventory. And since this is the best time to go ahead and be a part of this, Sugar Pine is going to be open at the end of this week or next week, like I think the beginning of next week, and they're going to have an open house. And it's kind of crazy because girls, there's going to be an open bar there. So shopping and sipping could be a very, very good thing for you. And if you want to go ahead and have a personal I guess experience, you could actually book the place out and then shop with your girls, or just have a girls' night inside of the shopping scene for your home interior. So here's a couple pictures of what they just took the other day, which is pretty awesome. You could go ahead and see the flavor of this place in general. So all this stuff right here is something that you could go ahead and utilize for your home in general. So shout out to Linda over at the Sugar Pine. Have you ever seen a Sugar Pine cone?
I haven't.
Okay, so Sugar Pine cone is literally the biggest pine cone that you could possibly find. I mean, I don't care where you look or what you see. This thing is huge, like big.
Oh, they're the ones out of California. I used to have some. Ladybugs lived inside.
Yep, and it's freaking amazing to see how awesome it is. And the reason why she named it Sugar Pine is because that's where she was from, and she just loved pine cones. And so her logo always has a pine cone in it. Even Lantana Design has a pine cone in it. It's so amazing. So way to keep the trend, and congratulations on opening that up. And it's kind of funny because at her, she is like almost, not even almost, she's a little bit farther away than most people, but to retire. And she goes, nah, I'm just gonna open up another business.
Nice.
So
I love it.
Shout out to everybody.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot though. Speaking of businesses, yesterday was Taco Tuesday, and you had promised the people taco cards.
I know. Okay, so this is what happened.
Oh no!
It's not like a big excuse, but it was an excuse to the point where Maria ended up booking Ivan here to come to meet us at the studio, or over here at the office. And so now I have to wait to talk with him, and because she scheduled a time for him to come in. So I'm
Okay.
like, well, that defeats the purpose, because today, yesterday I was actually supposed to go, but we ended up going over there to the Festival of Trees and doing that live interview. I don't know if you saw that one. That was actually a really good one. We got Rochelle to come in and pretend that she took over TPT.
I saw that. That was good. I also saw you were on Mocha in the Morning. Congratulations. That was a great interview.
Yeah, that was totally last minute. Diane, we were supposed to talk to Diana because she didn't have a guest, and so we were going to talk about her book bag, and so her book bag decided to. She goes, "Oh no, let's interview you," and I'm like, "No, I'm cool." And she goes, "No, let's interview you," and I'm like, "No, I'm cool." And so literally right before it actually aired, she goes, "I would like to interview you," and I was like, gosh. So
well, it was great. I thought it was great.
If you guys want to go back and check it out, it was pretty cool. I told a little bit of a story. I think I'm going to write a book about myself.
You should.
I'm not personally going to write a book about myself. I'm going to do a little bit of biography, talking about the lows and the highs of my life. And you guys had a little bit of that snippet inside of Diana's vlog. So if you guys want to go back, that's Mocha for Your Morning Show. I got a couple compliments too on my new look, Eric. My new vibe. I don't know if you guys
New vibe.
Yeah, my new vibe. I mean, okay, so I told Ceci thank you for this. So first of all, thank you, Ceci, for allowing this whole new vibe to come in and be alive. So I started wearing these boots, and that's where it all started, and that's where it's always going. So then I picked up the hat, and I'm like, all right, I like that. And so now everything between the boots and the hat, perfectly fine. But if I didn't have any of this, I had some beard still.
You got a great beard.
Well, that's
I
good.
love your hat.
I know, and the hat, you got the whole thing going. You're bringing back plaid. There you go.
Yeah, we're bringing the fad back. So I was getting a lot of compliments on Instagram and also on Facebook. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for boosting my ego.
All right, Martine, it is that time. So Terry, real quick, if you want to say it again, when the walk event is and what's going on, all the details on how to go and be there, now's the time.
That's the time. Oh, yes, right here. It's actually been scrolling on the bottom of the page. If you guys have been seeing that,
there it is. Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
The art walk at the Finley Toyota Center, November 19th, 2021, from 6 to 8 p.m.
All right, so that's Friday. It sounds like a good Friday night date night.
Are there going to be drinks there?
I don't believe the bar is going to be open. No,
that'd be a good time to open that bar.
Yeah.
Drinking and sipping and watching some art.
I think if we're successful with this, without it, we'll make sure we have it the next time.
There you go.
That's the way to be optimistic about what's going on in life. And with that being said, we are so happy that you guys joined us this morning. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. And thank you for following us, because without you, we wouldn't really be having a show. We would just be talking to ourselves, which is totally fine. I like talking to myself sometimes. It is what it is. But with that being said, make sure you check out our partners and make sure you utilize them in a very big way, because this is the way that we actually do like to work things out by our partners. Our partners are amazing, and we really appreciate them, and we have to update it. And that's actually what I was doing this morning. But needless to say, we will be updating our partner list, because we have a lot of cool partners coming in, and one of them happens to be the tropical smoothie place.
Ooh, and I love their smoothies.
I love them too. So with that being said, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.